Hello everybody, my name is Lakin and welcome to IdleOn, a game so deceptively simplistic and grindy that you almost feel like a criminal just for playing and enjoying it. As I said, my name is Lakin, this is Trash Games, but sometimes the games don't turn out to be all that bad, and I think this is one of them. Now before we talk more about the game, I must implore you to subscribe, because only 5.4% of the people that are watching this video right now are subscribed to the channel, and that is way too low, my friends, so please help me change that on the road to 1,000. IdleOn is like if the concept of grinding was turned into a game, and that's it. Except in this case, unlike something like Warframe or maybe Destiny 2, you don't actually have to do any of the grinding manually. As the name suggests, most of the gameplay is idle. You can progress plenty in this game without any user input at all, and it even idles while you're offline. If you leave your character there to chop wood, log off the game, come back in 24 hours, you'll have 24 hours worth of wood chopping as if you'd watched it while you were on, with no penalty. Now I know what you're thinking, Lakin, this sounds like a mobile game. Well, that's because it is also on mobile as well as Steam. One of the maybe catchier features about IdleOn is that you can have multiple characters and assign them all to separate tasks. On my save file, I have one character beating the shit out of monsters, one chopping wood, and one mining, and you can get up to 8 of them. Now I got into this game expecting it to be generic idle trash. However, I actually enjoyed it. First of all, kudos to the dev of this. I understand it's made by a single person, and I would just like to say he's done a brilliant job on almost everything. In the opening tutorial of the game, I actually laughed. You see, this game is filled with lots of glorious meta humor and references, and that kind of stuff is right up my alley. So I started playing, building things, working through the areas. As someone who's reached max level on many Roblox games, kind of in a similar vein to this in the past when I was younger, this was just sort of hitting all of the right spots for me. There's infinite space to go upwards. This game seems never, ever ending. I can get all of the XP, and I don't even have to play to get it. It gives you those dopamine hits of, oh yeah, I just accomplished something. And yes, I bought the starter pack in this. However, the microtransactions actually aren't that predatory. You can pay for convenience, but I didn't really notice anything that would be pay to win per se. Also, similar to Warframe, you can get the premium currency just by playing, and I would assume by being good at it. I'm guessing there are late game methods to perhaps trade for gems and stuff, but I wouldn't know about that yet. In fact, the first purchase I made, which was just a kind of quality of life thing, was with gems that I had primarily acquired just from playing quests. That thing being more teleports. The game gives you 25 teleports when you start. I imagined it would be pretty inconvenient when you run out of them, so I spent 120 gems for the game to give me 13 teleports every single day, and yes, they stack. I do appreciate that they stack even while you're offline, because some free games like Genshin Impact aren't that generous. If I recall correctly, if you buy Welkin Moon and you skip a day, you just don't get it, which I think that's complete bullshit considering you paid for it, but this is the kind of stuff we allow in the industry. So yes, for a free game, undoubtedly you are getting the full package here. There's a lot to enjoy. Better yet, it doesn't require a big time commitment because the game plays itself while you're not on it. It's very easy to get hooked. You can just hop on, grab your stuff from idling in the morning, put your characters onto a different station, build whatever you need to, be on your way for another day. You don't even have to come back every day. You can come back once a week and reap even bigger spoils. Now, I don't want to sound like I'm jerking this game off too much, but I don't know. I've been seriously enjoying it. And I know this series is supposed to be trash games or trash RPGs, and yeah, I went into this thinking it was going to be a bad game, but I guess I was wrong. honestly, I've just genuinely been enjoying it, and I might even make some more content on it in the future. I'm still a low level, so I'm sure there's going to be kind of more pathways and more interesting stuff to do that's going to open itself up, but we'll see. I understand there's subclasses. As of today, I just have all 3 of the classes on my 3 characters now, and I'm working to build better gear. I would say, not counting idle time, I've sunk about 5 hours into this so far. But of course, I wouldn't make a claim so bold as to say it's for everyone, because it absolutely is not. Not all people enjoy that grind of slowly working your way up to the top, and not all people get those dopamine hits from getting new gear and obliterating that enemy you struggled against before. I am different. Some of my favorite games historically have been things like Warframe and the original Destiny. I think that allows you to understand enough about me. I like big numbers, I like stat points, I like allocating them, I like beating the shit out of things with my new fancy weaponry. And because of that, this game hits all the right spots. But you know what I don't like? It's yapping. And I know there's a lot of YouTubers like me who just yap and yap and yap. They repeat the exact same things over and over and over again. I'm not a fan. Because of that, I think I've said all I need to say. And now for our final review. Is IdleOn trash or treasure? We also have a little middle ground rating, but it doesn't sound as nice with the phrase. You understand. Anyway, IdleOn is treasure, at least to me. If you enjoyed this episode of Trash Games, hit that subscribe button because I try to make these as often as I can. I upload other videos every single day of the week. Also, I publish a fantasy web novel called Tales of Theria. It updates every single Saturday at noon hour, and you can check it out on my Substack, link in the description. That's going to be all for me. I do hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Ciao!